All right, prepare to get roasted, nerds. 5 Bar of Doom here, and I just wanted to roast some people for being wrong at the last tournament, and it's just sweet justice because I knew I was right the whole time, but this proves it. So today I see this post on Inside Foos TV. Forward has the ball in the three. Can the goalie call timeout? You know, so this came up during the Great Lakes Classic. We were playing, so me and Beth were playing expert dubs. We're playing this team, these two guys out of the, so put this microphone on. Should be doing this professionally like. Here we go. Maybe this is better, maybe it's exactly the same. Either way, so we're playing these two kids from the Upper Peninsula. Two nice guys, they're pretty good, they're brothers. And we're in a heated match. And Beth and I won the first game. In the second game, on 4-4, Beth and I had switched. I was playing forward. I went to the goalie. And Beth and I will do this often because we pass really good. Beth always catches my passes 100% of the time. So we switch. And if you don't know it's coming, it's basically like 100% guaranteed pass. So, so we switch. I pass it. She catches it. Ball's still rolling a little bit. And I did want to make sure, I'm like, hey, I'm taking this one. You're not taking, I will let Beth rip it. And she did go up there during this tournament and get a roller and rip it. So she's able to do it. In this particular case, I was like, I want this ball. So I tapped her on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, timeout. You know what I mean? All right, ball's over. Let's go. The ball was still rolling a little bit. But Beth had control of it. Like if she didn't touch it again, the ball would stay in her area. But that's happened. So the ball's live. She catches it. I kind of turn to her, tap her on the shoulder, timeout, let her know it's time for a timeout. Cool. So the other guys that we were playing, they said that that's illegal, and I'm like, I don't think it is. So let's get a ref. So we did get a ref. Luckily, he didn't make us pay for it because that would have been the wrong decision. But he came over, told him the situation. And he said that it was distraction, I believe, and that it was a turnover. And mind you, this is on 4-4 in the second game, and the ball's on our 3-bar. Okay, so it's a turnover from like our 3-bar on 4-4 to the opponent's 5-bar. Pretty much like the biggest turnover you could possibly have. So anyway. So that's what happened. So they ruled not in my favor. That's fine. That's life in the big city. So now if we go back and look at the post, oops, didn't want to do that. If you go back and look at the post, first comment, Adrian Zamora. I don't know if you know Adrian Zamora, but this guy's like ultimate badass. He's been like super good pro master for the last all the years. I think all the years he's been a top pro master. So AZ says, as long as you're talking about the goalie for the person with possession of the ball, then yes. So can the goalie call timeout? Definitive yes from the man himself, AZ. This guy is a top ref. He's the top player for the last all the years. He knows what's up. Cool. But now you say, okay, but that was not the whole question, right? Because I also did kind of turn. First of all, the ball's moving. And also, I did tap her on the shoulder and kind of do that whole thing, which I acknowledge. So, and then somebody else in the comments, I noticed, had posted something similar. He says, I'll wait for smarter people to answer, but I believe they can as long as the ball's not moving. If once the timeout's called, if Ford does move the ball, that's a foul. Well, I know that's not right. You can definitely, well, I guess I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure he touched the ball during timeout. I don't think it's a foul. But yeah, if the ball is moving during the timeout, so he's saying he thinks it's fine as long as the ball's not moving. This guy says doesn't matter, the ball can be moving, and then that's when I ask AZ to chime in on the exact situation that happened with all the details. Nothing is left out. Nothing is making me look better than I have to in this situation. I was just saying, hey buddy, same situation. Me and Beth switch. I pass it. She catches it. I tap her on the shoulder, say timeout. And it's still rolling. So I got all the details in here. Ball's still rolling. I tapped her on the shoulder. All that stuff, right? I said, timeout. Cool. So then some different opinions here was Jason Wicks right out of the gate, promoter down in Texas, says legal. Thank you, Jason. Then AZ chimes in and says, that should not be a distraction. It used to be that you cannot call timeout until the ball was stopped. However, that's not the case now. If the ball is moving, then the timeout begins once the ball comes to a stop on the rod when the team requested the timeout. There is no distraction as your team is in possession of the ball, and what your team did in no way affected play. Both for what the rules say and the intent of the rule, what you did was perfectly fine. As a side note, this is a ruling that can be appealed. Haha! And then he posted a little clip of the or a picture of the rules specifically. In that it says, the highlighted portion it says, however, if the ball is moving, then active play continues, and the timeout begins only when the ball stops moving under possession of the same rod. So if I had said timeout and the Beth just took it and shot it, that would be illegal because you basically have to call timeout at that point. You have to take a timeout. You just have to stop the ball. So that's it. And then if you look at my response underneath, I'm like, thanks. I'm about to roast these nerds. Roasted. Roasted. You just got roasted. I got screwed. I'm always right. Every single ruling, I always know what's going on. I don't care that I failed the ref test 2 different times. That's in the past. What I'm saying is, I'm right on this one. We got screwed. And guess who won that 3rd game? That's right. Oh, actually, guess what happened the 2nd game? The other team immediately scored. So they took it off our 3-bar. It was not supposed to happen that way. They immediately scored, won that game. Then me and Beth came back. Smash game 3. That's the way to do it. So anyway, a happy ending to this story. These nerds got smashed, and they were wrong. And I will say, though, it's not their fault they were wrong because they did call a ref, and the ref was wrong. So the ref was wrong. He did come over and kind of apologize to me at the bar after. It's like, oh, sorry about that. But he didn't know he was wrong, but now you know you're wrong. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.